Welcome back, fellow truth seekers, to another riveting episode of Conspiracy Junkie. Today we're diving deep into a topic that has captivated minds and fueled debates for decades: UFOs and aliens. Are we on the verge of uncovering a cosmic truth, or is it all just a web of mystery? Get ready, because we're about to explore the enigmatic realms of unidentified flying objects and extraterrestrial encounters. Number 1. Roswell Incident, 1947. The Roswell incident is one of the most famous and enduring UFO-related events in history. It revolves around an alleged crash of an unidentified object near Roswell, New Mexico, in July 1947. The incident has given rise to numerous conspiracy theories and speculations about the nature of the object and the possibility of extraterrestrial involvement. In early July 1947, a rancher named William Macrazil discovered unusual debris on his property, the Foster Ranch, located about 75 miles northwest of Roswell. The debris consisted of lightweight, metallic materials, along with strips of a rubber-like substance, thin metal rods, and paper-like material. Information eventually reached Roswell Army Airfield, or AAF, which issued a press release on July 8, 1947, stating that they had recovered a flying disc. The story quickly gained national media attention, and headlines proclaimed the military's discovery of a crashed flying saucer. However, the following day, the US military released a revised statement claiming that the debris was not from a flying saucer, but from a weather balloon. They presented wreckage that appeared to be consistent with a balloon used in a classified project called Project MOGUL, which aimed to detect sound waves generated by Soviet nuclear tests. Many people were skeptical of the weather balloon explanation due to the discrepancy between the initial reports of a flying disc and the subsequent weather balloon explanation. This discrepancy fueled conspiracy theories, suggesting that the military was covering up the crash of an extraterrestrial spacecraft and that the real debris had been confiscated. Over the years, several individuals claimed to have first-hand knowledge of the event, including military personnel who asserted that they had seen debris with unusual properties, hieroglyphic-like symbols, and even small bodies that were not human. In the years that followed, multiple investigations were conducted into the Roswell incident. The US Air Force released a report in 1994, known as the Roswell Report, Case Closed, which concluded that the debris was indeed from a high-altitude balloon used in Project MOGUL. Number 2. Phoenix Lights, 1997. The Phoenix Lights is a UFO sighting event that occurred on March 13, 1997, over the skies of Phoenix, Arizona, and other parts of the state. It is one of the most well-documented and widely witnessed UFO incidents in recent history. The event involves the sighting of a series of lights in a triangular formation that appeared to move silently across the sky. On the evening of March 13, 1997, numerous people reported seeing a formation of lights in the sky over the Phoenix metropolitan area and other parts of Arizona. The lights were reported to be in a triangular pattern and were described as being bright and stationary at times. The sightings were reported by a diverse range of witnesses, including civilians, police officers, and even some local news reporters. Many of the witnesses reported that the lights appeared to be connected to a single object or aircraft. The descriptions of the lights varied, with some describing them as a series of orbs or lights, while others saw a solid triangular shape. Local news stations covered the event, and footage of the lights was broadcast on television. Some witnesses managed to capture photographs and videos of the lights. The initial response from authorities was limited, and there was no immediate official explanation for the lights. However, a few days later, the US Air Force issued a statement suggesting that the lights were flares dropped during a training exercise at the Barry Goldwater Range, a military training area located southwest of Phoenix. In the years following the incident, some UFO investigators and researchers continued to explore alternative explanations. The Phoenix Lights incident has remained a subject of interest and speculation within the UFO community and the general public. It has been referenced in popular culture, documentaries, and discussions about UFO sightings and government transparency. Number 3. Rendlesham Forest Incident, 1980. Ray F. Bent Ward.
This will be an introduction to the equipment we've got here. This one here, the smaller one, is the Bounty Hunter.
Doing an internet search on the Rendlesham Forest Incident, 1980. Animals were going nuts, right? And screaming sound.
Here we are in Rendlesham Forest. Just wait for it to get dark to a bit of night walking.
You us out to MOD land?
Not particularly clever, I know.
I'm starting to wonder if it ain't getting to you, mate.
What are you talking about?
Let's go back up, please! Let's go back up!
The Rendlesham forest incident remains a subject of controversy and debate. Some UFO researchers and witnesses maintain that the events were not easily explained by natural phenomena or conventional aircraft. They suggest that the strange lights and alleged physical evidence point to a possible extraterrestrial or unconventional explanation. The Rendlesham forest incident has become one of the most well-known UFO incidents in the United Kingdom and around the world. It has been the subject of numerous investigations. The incident is also unique in that it involved military personnel and took place near sensitive military installations. Number 4, Betty and Barney Hill Abduction, 1961. The Betty and Barney Hill Abduction is one of the earliest and most famous cases of alleged alien abduction in the history of UFO phenomena. It involves an American couple, Betty and Barney Hill, who claim to have been abducted by extraterrestrial beings in September 1961. Betty Hill was a social worker, and Barney Hill was a postal worker. The couple lived in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. On the night of September 19 to 20, 1961, they were returning from a vacation in Canada and were driving through the White Mountains of New Hampshire. According to the Hills' account, as they were driving, they noticed a bright light in the sky that appeared to be following them. They eventually stopped the car to get a better look at the object, and through binoculars, they claimed to have seen a craft with windows and beings inside. Overcome with fear, they drove away quickly. The Hills claimed to have experienced a period of missing time during their journey, during which they could not account for about 2 hours of their memories. Later, through hypnosis conducted by psychiatrist Dr. Benjamin Simon, the Hills recovered memories of a detailed abduction experience. Under hypnosis, the Hills recounted a story of being taken aboard a spacecraft by beings they described as grey aliens. They were subjected to medical examinations, during which samples were taken from their bodies. Betty and Barney claimed that a star map was shown to them, indicating the aliens' point of origin. The Hills story became widely publicized after a Boston newspaper covered their account in 1965. Their case was significant because it was one of the first instances where detailed abduction claims received extensive media attention. While the Hills story gained attention and support from some quarters, it was met with skepticism from others. Skeptics raised questions about the accuracy of their memories, the effects of hypnosis on recall, and the possibility of psychological explanations for their experiences, and continues to be a subject of debate within the UFO community. Number 5, Belgian UFO Wave, 1989 to 1990. The Belgian UFO Wave refers to a series of UFO sightings reported in Belgium between 1989 and 1990. This incident is notable for its large number of witnesses, multiple sightings of the same object, and the involvement of Belgian military authorities in investigating the phenomenon. The wave of sightings began in November 1989 and continued into 1990. The reports mainly originated from the southern and central parts of Belgium, particularly around the towns of Eupen, Malmedy, and Liege. During the Belgian UFO wave, witnesses reported seeing large triangular or boomerang-shaped objects with bright lights. The objects were often described as silent and maneuvering in ways that conventional aircraft could not. Witnesses, including police officers, military personnel, and civilians, reported multiple sightings of the same or similar objects. One of the most significant sightings during the wave occurred on March 30, 1990. Multiple witnesses reported seeing a large triangular object with 3 bright lights hovering silently in the sky. The Belgian Air Force scrambled F-16 fighter jets to intercept the object, and radar operators tracked the unknown object as well. The F-16 pilots reported that their radar systems locked onto the object, but that it moved away at incredible speeds, evading their pursuit. In 1991, the Belgian military released a report on their investigation into the UFO sightings, while they did not definitively conclude that the objects were of extraterrestrial origin. They stated that the sightings were not easily explainable by conventional aircraft or natural phenomena. The military's report indicated that some of the sightings might have been due to misidentifications of normal aircraft or atmospheric effects, but a significant portion of the cases remained unexplained. The Belgian UFO Wave is considered one of the most well-documented and intriguing UFO incidents in history. It generated substantial public interest, media coverage, and discussions about UFOs and potential extraterrestrial visitation. That's a wrap on today's episode of Conspiracy Junkie. Thank you, curious minds, for joining us on this journey into the world of UFOs and aliens. Remember, the truth is out there, and we're here to unravel it, one conspiracy at a time. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an exploration into the unknown. Until next time, keep questioning, keep investigating, and keep being a true conspiracy junkie.